Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, how are you all doing? What's going on in the chat right now? Sorry, I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I'm just setting up. I had to set up downstairs, but I'd like to officially welcome you all to episode 5 of the Blasian Titan Nation podcast. We're going to talk about workplace positivity. And hopefully you all going to answer the question that I posted, which is, how do you deal with negativity in the workplace? How do you deal with negativity in the workplace? Let me know. Let me know. Hinges, I see you. Morg, I see you. Chuex Storm, I see you. Monkey, I see you. And I appreciate the lurk, Nova Lady. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. Coming in here. What are you sorry for? I'm the boss. I am the negativity in the workplace. God damn. God damn. I think, that's a good place to start. That's a good place to start, Hinges. And because again, the higher you are on the totem pole at your job, the worse it is. Because if you go into your job as a boss, you're the boss, you're in charge of a whole group of people, and you are in a bad mood. If you are in a bad mood and you are in a boss position, a CEO position, and you eject that negativity onto your workers, do they really deserve it? If they're having a good day, do they really deserve your wrath and fury? Do they? Do they? The more people hate you? Oh, really? Yeah. The people hate you for it. You want workers that want to be happy when they go to work. You don't do that though. Okay. I think the gaming podcast next week is better time to discuss this. Yeah. I'll be discussing everything that you're talking about in the chat right now. Sekiro. I'll be talking about probably some microtransactions next week or something. I'll think of something. There's a lot of gaming topics I want to get under my belt. But today we will be focusing this podcast. We will be focusing on positivity in the workplace or workplace positivity. I got a lot to say about it. We all have jobs outside of Twitch. We all have work to do. We all got to make money. Especially me. I got to make money to pay for my mortgage, pay for my bills, pay for my car, pay for the electric bill, pay for the internet, pay for the food. We all got to work, So I feel as though this podcast will... I feel as though this podcast is relatable. I feel like out of all the podcasts that I've done, this is the most relatable because everybody works. Everybody works at a job, or they have worked at a job. And, my mindset now working at a job is different than my mindset when I was 16 and working at a grocery store. When I first started, I learned a lot between then and now. And oh boy, I've been through the negativity like there's no tomorrow. I've had bosses yell at me. I've had other coworkers put me down, tell me that I'm shit, tell me that that I don't know how to do the job. You probably heard that so many times before, right? In your life. People just talk shit. And now my mindset now is the reason why they talk shit is because somebody talks shit about them. When they're in the job, when they're doing the job. But let's just rewind a bit. Everyone's at work. Is my boys. Okay. I gave a kid a shot at work when a lot of people in his life did not. I handed him his first check today, and he's seen how much it was and cried. That's the thing. That's the thing. You know, it feels good to be in a position of power, right? I'm pretty sure the people in your past, especially you hinges, like the people um that treated you in your past workplaces, I'm pretty sure they weren't as nice as you are right now as a boss. You know, when you are a boss, when you are in control, you have control of other people's lives, and you probably learned in the past how you were treated, and you don't want to be treated the same way. You want to be treated how you wish you were treated back in the days of your previous work. Okay? Oh, hey, Kirst, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Gamma, gamma, gamma away. Um, I'm just I'm one of those guys that, you know, when it came down to working at a job, I was I there was a lot of jobs where I felt very depressed, and you know, I wasn't happy. You know, I there are so many jobs in my past that I worked, I was not happy. You know, it's very rare that I would show up to a job and I was happy. You know, it was very rare, very rare. Hinges said I did have a good moment. I told him to stop crying. He said it's so much, and thanked me. I told him he did that, and don't thank me. Prove me right. Exactly. You reward the work that people put in. All right. When people put in the work, they should be rewarded. They should be. They should be rewarded for the work that they do. I don't know how many people in my past, and especially in the workplaces that I've been in, they did all the work and they didn't they didn't get the respect they deserved. They didn't get what they deserved. They didn't get paid what they deserved. Some of them even came in on their own time. You know, on their own time without being paid, early, showing up at work early so that they can get the job done, or get started on the job. Fully knowing that 10 minutes, 15 minutes, hell, even 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, they would not get paid. And the people who are on top, like the bosses, they don't care. They only care if the money in the business is failing. That's it. Once the business is succeeding, it's like, okay, you know, it depends on what kind of person you are. It depends on what kind of boss you are. You know, it always depends. Always depends. But going back to that, let me start at the beginning, because I did take down some notes. I had a few moments on my lunch to take down some notes of. Actually, I was writing this. I was thinking about this while at work. So, I wrote down, you know, when you start off. Oh, hold on. What did you say, Hinges? I built the pay system here. Everyone gets a base pay, then they get a bonus based on their production. So sometimes doing 80% of the work gets 80% more money. See, being the boss really does allow you to make others people happy. I'm pretty sure those workers are glad. The people who work under you are happy. That's the thing. Let me start off with that. Let me start off with the happiness aspect. All right. I wish I had, you know, better bosses. I wish I had better management, you know, growing up, when I was working at my first job. You know, my first job was at a Sobeys. I think I was 16 years old. You know, I applied to this other grocery store. By the way, Sobeys is a Canadian grocery store, by the way. It's popular on the East Coast. I also applied to this other grocery store called Metro. I did not get the job at Metro. I was just trying to get a job. I was trying to get something. I didn't care what it was. You know, you're 16 years old. This is back in what? 2004 or 2006. I think 2006. 2005, 2006. That's when I was, starting to get a job, right? Wanted to make money. And I wish I could give myself this advice at the time. But, you gotta be able to uh, show up to work and be able to, do the job diligently and not slack off the job. I didn't have a father growing up, so I guess that kind of dampened it as well. My mom was yelling at me as well, but it didn't click at back then. Like, I thought a job was just like, oh, I got to go do this. I got to make money, and man, do I really need to do this? But I did. I had to. I had no choice but to, because I wanted to save up for college, and I wanted to get a car as well. So after high school, I decided just for 1 year I would just work, and when I didn't get the job at the Metro, I got a job at Sobeys. Let me read what you said in the chat here. Just gonna say, if you put a potato in an egg of boiling water, one is going to drop while the other floats, and that can be applied to how your environment is, because if it puts you down, then that's the type of place you want to avoid, while people keeping each other up and running, people keeping each other up and running when it can be hard is the type of environment that will help you move forward. Ah, nice. I like that. I like that cursed. I think it all starts with you. Let me just say before I go into my past of my experience working in a lot of workplaces, it all starts with you. All right. It all starts with what is going on with you. When you wake up in the morning, before you go to work, before you clock in, what kind of morning did you have? Did you have a bad morning? Did you have a good morning? It's all subjective. Was everything going right? Did something happen? Did you get into a fight with a loved one? So a lot of these things, we all have personal stuff in our lives. Each and every one of us has personal things going on in our lives. Every single one of us, right? So just because we have personal shit going on in our lives, does that mean, depending on what happens, does that mean that we bring that into the workplace? Does that mean that we bring that personal shit that happens to us into the workplace? What I mean by that is your mood. All right? No one here is a robot. We haven't been fully replaced by AI yet. Okay? Especially in the past. AI wasn't even a thing. AI, what? But as of right now, when you wake up in the morning and you wake up in a shitty mood, do not bring that with you into the workplace. Don't. I've seen it so many times. I've experienced it so many times. People bring their negative bullshit in with them to work. Why? Why do you bring all that negativity? You just woke up in the morning and you're in a bad mood. You probably, depending if you have to work in the morning, you're like, oh, we've all had those. We all had those times where we wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. We have to be there by 6 a.m. And you're like, oh my God, I don't feel like going to work. Oh, you're waking up, you're not in that mindset. You're not in that mood to go to work. You're not. And, just because you are not in the mood to go to work doesn't mean the other people who have to wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m., to make it into work. That gives you no excuse. That gives you no excuse to bring your negative bullshit into the workplace. No excuse at all. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know, you do what you got to do in order for you to be in a positive mood when you go into the workplace. Get a coffee, go for a run, do yoga, eat something, take a shower. Whatever you have to do, whatever your morning routine is, or whatever your routine is in general, do it. Do it before you go to work. Because the last thing you want is people not wanting to be around you because you are spewing negativity. You are fucking just hating on people. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to, you want to push people away. How many times have we experienced someone in the workplace say, I'm not in the mood today. Don't fucking talk to me. You know? How many times have I said, hi, how's it going? How are you doing? And he's like, oh, and they don't respond. Don't respond. And I say, okay. You know, is everything okay? And just snap at you. I fucking hate when people snap at you. I do not like it when people snap at you. I don't. When you're being all positive and smiley and say, hey, how's it going? Are you okay? You know, are you all right? I never do. I never go like, man, fuck off, man. I never do that. I swear, it's happened to me. It's happened to me, and I don't like it. I just say, whoa, okay. You know, it takes every ounce of my being to say, hey, man, listen, you don't have to talk to me like that. You know, you don't have to talk to me in that way. You know, but in my mind, I'm going, well, you feel like that. You know, just because you feel that way doesn't mean that you're going to affect me like that, you know? If you are in a negative mood, if you are in a bad mood, and if you don't like people talking to you, saying hi, hello, you know, I don't know, maybe you should, before you even go to work, maybe you should try to get rid of that, or maybe not even go into work. Maybe you need a mental health day. You know, fuck the money. You know, you're sacrificing your mental health, your health, your mind, your body. You're forcing yourself to go to work because I need fucking money. What makes the money? What do you think makes the money? Your body. I don't know, man. This is crazy now. I'm about to go off because I've experienced that. You know, everybody here knows me. You know, I'm such a positive person. Every single time that I get encountered with any sort of negativity, I combat it with positivity. I do. I try my best. But there are times where I have no choice but to say, hey, fuck off with that bullshit. You know, stop being so fucking negative. Stop it. Stop acting like this. Because I don't deserve it. I came into work in a good mood, and now you're affecting me with your negative bullshit and you're trying to bring me down? That's not fair. And you expect me just to deal with you. You expect me to deal with you. I fucking hate that. You expect people like myself to deal with you because, oh, I thought you were supposed to be positive. Yeah, I am positive. But it's also positive to call you out on your bullshit. If I don't call you out on it, you'll just keep doing it. I apologize about my rant, guys. I'm sorry. Let me read the chat here. I'm sorry, guys. Let me read the chat. Sorry. Hingy says, yeah, but you have to learn that all people aren't the same. Sometimes the potato and the egg shouldn't be in the same water. You have to learn to spot strengths and weaknesses, which leads me to the saying, you never judge a fish on its ability to fly. Oh, wow. That's interesting. See, Hinges got that. He's got that knowledge, man. He's got that knowledge, man. Shout out to Hinges. Shout out to you. Curses, that's a new one to me, Hinges. But indeed, I'm a smokester. Hey. How you doing, I'm a smokester? Welcome in to the Blazing Titan Nation podcast, episode 5. Welcome in. I know I'm ranting. You're young and still learning life. Yeah, everybody, we're all learning. Everybody's learning. Hinges is learning. I'm learning. We're all learning. We never stop learning. You know, we're just applying what we learned. You know, it's about gaining experience. It's like an RPG. We gain experience and we level up. You know, through our mistakes, through our adversity. Hey, what's up, Arctic? Hello. Hinges pyramid scheme. Just a joke. Don't ban me. It's all good. I hate people do that, but they do. Yeah, exactly. Want to buy a license to sell water filters? Arctic says, one guy I know went through a divorce and was rough on him. A good coworker told him, if you need anyone to talk to, let me know. And the guy going through the divorce said, I have friends. The fuck? See, that's what I'm talking about. It's the attitude. It's the attitude. Why do people think, why do people think that they're the only ones, that the world revolves around them? Why do some people think, you know, the world revolves around them and that, you know, everything is nobody else has problems? Like, everybody has problems, man. Everybody has problems. You know? I'm sorry. But everybody does. The world does not revolve around you. It doesn't revolve around me. It doesn't. Like the position that I'm in right now, the job that I'm in right now, I have some leadership, you know? So I have to lead by example. Right? And I used everything that I learned in my past. Everything. All the negativity, all the things that are thrust on me. I used that and I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to create a positive environment for the people, especially the new hires that come in. You know, that come to work in my job. I am not going to be that guy to say, hey, you know, or I'm not going to be, I'm not going to spew my negative bullshit. I had bad days too, surprisingly. We all have bad days. As positive as I am, I do have bad days. But guess what? I work on myself during those bad days. Nobody around me in my environment, including my wifey, including my mom, or anybody else, my family, they don't deserve my negative bullshit to be spewed on them. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve anything. What I'm going through internally up here, they don't deserve it. And sometimes a little bit of negativity comes out of me and I snap like that. But it takes so much. If I really do snap, if I really do, you know, get angry and get mad, it's because something is happening that I'm trying to make something positive and it's turning into a negative. You know? I'm trying to build a positive environment, especially in the workplace, and somebody is taking advantage of all that niceness and that positivity and using it for their own. Or just blatantly, like, for example, people who just don't want to work. People who are lazy. Who try to avoid work. Like, these are the people that don't deserve. Why are you working at a job if you don't want to work the job? I can understand if you don't want to be there. I get it, but you applied for the job and you want to work the job. So do the job, you know? Come in, leave your ego at the door. Do the job properly. Work with your team if you are in a team environment. Get paid and go. If you're not going to be a lifer there, okay, fine. But that's no excuse for you to be lazy. You know, that is no excuse for you to be lazy. You got to do the job all the way. Do the job. I don't care if you are a Tim Hortons cashier, McDonald's, working at a, as a cleaner, as a janitor. I don't care. You know, if you are doing that job and you know that job is only temporary, use that job as a way to find something that you know that you would love or that would support what you are doing. You know, that would support whatever your passion is. singing, dancing, writing, whatever it is. Find whatever job that you can take, because it's hard to get jobs, especially nowadays. It's hard to get jobs. So, but use that as your base. And if you don't like it, secretly find another job. Don't tell anybody, and just try to find another job and quit that job once you have that other job. So you can give your 2 weeks. I believe in the 2 week thing. Don't just up and quit, because that's not fair. Hinges, I'm pretty sure you probably experienced this. Someone just ups and quits and leaves you high and dry. Not giving their 2 weeks notice or something, not giving you time to hire another person to replace that person. It's not fair for the manager or boss. It's not fair. It's such a dick move. Just to say, fine, fuck it, goodbye. If you know in your heart that you're not going to be staying at the job, then given those 2 weeks in advance and then go. And then go. Like, it's not like you're going back to that job anyway. Let me see what y'all said. We give $1 pay per water filter sold. Episode 5. Yeah, we're on episode 5. I can't believe it, Arctic. Twitch is acting up on your phone, so I have to go, but I'm thankful to be hanging out here when I can and talking to everyone when I can. Oh, thank you very much, Curse, for coming in and popping in. Have you seen the Slappable Jerk on YouTube? He plays a character of the guy who doesn't acknowledge other people in the world exists pretty well. Really? I've never heard of him. I don't think I ever want to watch his videos. Arctic says, I know people who try to get special licenses to get higher pay, but then don't want to work responsibly that comes with it to justify that pay. Yeah, I think a lot of people, they want the money, but they don't want to work for the money. They want to get rich without doing the work. That is so negative. It doesn't produce a positive outcome. It never does. It never does. It never does produce a positive outcome. I mean, like, how do you get ahead in the world? Like, karma is going to get you, whether you like it or not. Karma is going to get you, and when it does, you're going to be crying, oh my God, why is this happening to me? You know why. Because you spewed that negative karma. Right? By trying your best to cheat. There's no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts, especially to success. If you want to be successful and rich, there are no shortcuts to it. You got to work on what you love to do. Whatever it is. Find a job that will support you in the meantime. That's why a lot of actors, I'll use acting for example. That's why a lot of actors go into jobs that are, server jobs, that are, bartending jobs. Because again, the hours are flexible and they're able to pay for their rent or their food as they pursue what they want to do, which is acting. Because chances are there's a lot of people, there's a ton of people who want to get paid for the arts, whether it be singing, rapping, painting, writing, everything. But you do what you got to do in the meanwhile before you actually get paid for what you want to do. You go to school, you go to university, college, whatever it takes, whatever job that you decide to go to, just know if it's not your truth, if you know that you're not going to be at that job for a long period of time, then work that job for as long as possible and then move on. Move on. Most likely your bosses or your manager is going to miss you because, oh my God, you have so much experience and you're leaving. I was like, yeah, because it's your life. It's your time. It's your time. It's yours. Time cannot be taken back. You can't take time back. You can't. Everybody here is going to die someday. Everyone. Whoever is watching, whoever's listening, we're all going to go. We need money. We need money to survive. But that money is not going to be there when we die. It's going to go to somebody else. And we don't know when we're going to go. We don't know. We don't know when our time is going to be up. We don't. I'm just saying, this whole topic is so deep. And that being said, let me tell you a little bit of a story about me being young and me going through all the jobs that I've been through. Arctic says, true, and none of us know when. Enjoy every moment, as two of my coworkers got diagnosed with cancer recently. One of them is 37. God damn. God damn. Like, that is crazy. You had a scare recently too? We don't know. Your health is important. I can't stress this enough. Your health is important. Don't go to your job, if you are not taking care of your health. Figure out what is wrong with you. What is going on? If you have high blood pressure or diabetes or something, make sure that's taken care of first. And I get it, depending on where you are, maybe health insurance is high. I don't know that much about the American system, about health insurance in America, but I've been hearing it's high as hell. American health insurance is, man, to be sick in America, holy. Like in Canada, we have free healthcare, but I think we pay for that in taxes, though. I'm pretty sure something's got to give. Don't quote me on it, but the healthcare here in Canada, even though we have free healthcare, yeah. They cut me open and thankfully, oh, whoa, benign. Okay, benign equals fine. Okay, yeah, you lucked out on that end. Need to work it through for us to keep insurance. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about health insurance in America. When I go to America, I don't even know if I want to be sick. I don't know. I got to make sure I'm covered I have like Canadian coverage just in case I get sick in America, But yeah, you don't know. You don't know when you're going to go. You don't know where when your time is going to be up. Oh, really? You want to come with? Oh, really? You'll bring hinges? You want to come to Canada? Hey, man. We accepting everybody now. Oh, man. But I don't know. You Americans have, in my opinion, America is way more hype. I think there's everybody in America, not everybody, sorry, but America in general, there's just so much there. Your population is 3 times ours. All right? Majority of people who are watching me are from America. So they then get stopped by Canadian National Guard probably. Oh man, who's this Italian dude and this dude with the glasses? But yeah, no. life is life. Life is life. My father passed away from a heart attack, so I gotta make sure that I am not eating a lot of oily food all the time. Keeping my I don't know, just watching what I eat pretty much. Eat a lot of vegetables, and you don't know when you're gonna go. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the workplace, take care of yourself. You have to take a sick day. Take a sick day. Take one. If you have paid sick days, why not take it? If you are sick and you need to rest, the job's not going away. It's not gonna go away. The job is not gonna disappear. Take a sick day. Take care of yourself. Make sure you are 100% before you go back. All right. Hinja says, I will get rejected from Canada. They have to protect the cheese curds. That poutine, though. Yeah, if you come to Toronto, I will show you a good poutine place. I'll show you excellent poutine. Again, but if you go to Quebec, I don't know. Montreal has some of the best poutine. It's like poutine in Montreal is like on every corner. It's like McDonald's over there. I'm sure you would love it. But yeah, no. Anyway, let me go back to what I was saying before about how it starts in the home. Because when I first started to work, I had this very immature mindset of, okay, this work, I'm going to need it to make money in order to pay for a car and my college course, which my mom has helped me out. And man, I did not want to be at work. All right. It's like the stereotypical youth work type of place. Everybody that was hired in that area in my Sobeys were young. We're all young. It was a new Sobeys opening up. We're all young. We were all just messing around, using carts as like racing carts, and I don't know, man. It was so messed up. And I didn't really take work seriously until I became a security guard. I started work at Sobeys, and then I became I worked at Subway after that. This is while I was in college. And then after that, I worked as a security guard. Because there was a moment in my life where I thought that maybe I wanted to be in the army, I wanted to be SWAT, I wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to do something in I don't know, in law enforcement, I guess. Arctic says, Arctic and I would wipe away 97% of the cheese curds in Canada. We'll save the 3%. Cheese curds are good. Cheese curds are amazing. So when I was working at these places, like every single place that I worked at, other than being a security guard, actually, my security guard experience wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. Yes, I got yelled at, but I didn't get yelled at as much as when I worked at Subway or when I worked at Sobeys. Oh man, I did not get yelled at that much. And when I was a security guard, because a security guard, you don't really get yelled at. You kind of like just get told to do things. Like it's hard to fuck up as a security guard, in my opinion. Like you really gotta be very fucking lazy to fuck up as a security guard. Because you're disciplined. You go through training. You're not a cop, because nobody takes you seriously as a security guard, by the way. Like they see you as rent-a-cops, Like they think every security guard is like Paul Blart, which makes no sense. Hinja says, my mother told me if I wanted to wear Jordans in the Echo, I had to get a job and pay for them myself. So I got a job washing dishes under the table. 6th grade. Wow, shoulder ass. God damn. I mean, yeah, yeah, when I first started working, it was 16 years old. You know, it was crazy, crazy back then. I mean, rules back then, there was no rules. Like my sister, she was working on the table too. Like I think as soon as she got here from the Philippines, she was working like 14 or something, 14, 15. She was working. She was working. Um, but yeah, like the people that I encountered at Sobeys and I worked with this guy at Subway that was just we were friends, but we didn't really get along, you know. But definitely at Sobeys, I got the brunt of it. I got yelled at. People there were just very controlling. It's very rare to find other coworkers that were just down to earth. I remember when I was before I took the Subway job, I would work at another Sobeys store, and that was even worse than the previous one. It was even worse. I did not want to work at Sobeys anymore. I did not want to work at a grocery store anymore. I just didn't. I did not want to. When lots of people worked before 18. I'm not sure if is that common anymore. It was a restaurant. I had to clean the gravy pots every night. I couldn't eat gravy because of the smell of gravy mixed with bleach for a few years. Wow. I got yelled at once for saying a food item at the place I worked at tasted bad. Really? What was my most fun job? My most fun job. Um, my most fun job. I'm not. I don't know if I should say this, but it was an acting job. It was an acting job. I'm not gonna say for what TV show, because I'm not gonna reveal it. But that was my most fun I've ever had. Ever had. Surprisingly, that's a career that I wanted to get into. Was the whole acting and film production career. I actually went to school for it. I went to school for just production, like documentary, film, TV, experimental. Like I went to school for that, and then this is back when I was a security guard, and then as a security guard, I would make the decision to quit my security guard job to move to British Columbia, and that's where it all exploded from there. Me studying to become an actor, which it was great. It was great, and I got a few gigs. I'm not gonna tell you what gigs I got, because if I do that, then you would know my real name, and I'm not ready to reveal that yet. It's just one of those things where I had fun on set. I had fun meeting the actors, like the main cast, the main guy, and there's a few other TV shows that I was on. I met the guy from Breaking Bad. One of the characters from Breaking Bad I met on the set. It was pretty cool. It was really cool. Not gonna lie. It was really cool. And yeah, no, just being on set, just being on and around cameras and being paid as an actor, it was amazing. Like what I made in like 3 hours of work, that was like 2 months of me working my part-time job. Like it was great. It was great. If I could have gotten an acting, if I could have been successful in an acting career, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign for me not to be successful, but if I was successful in my acting career, I don't know if I'd be streaming. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what I'd be doing. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. I used to say that I failed in Vancouver while I was there. I failed to become an actor, but failed is the wrong thing. Failed is a negative thing to say. The most positive thing to say is that you learned. You didn't fail. You learned. You experienced. You grew. You know, that's the main thing. That's the kicker right there. I feel as though that when you fail at something and you don't learn from it, then I feel so truly, then you failed because you didn't learn from that failure. You didn't learn from that mistake, you know? And then when you make that same mistake or that same failure again, you got to learn from it. You got to learn and evolve from it. Not to do it again. You have to have self accountability for your actions because self accountability is a big thing. It's a huge thing. I had someone tell me this when I was younger, but you need to be able to look yourself in the mirror and work on yourself. And don't push your personal issues and your personal bullshit and your problems on other people. You know, don't push that on other people. Don't expect other people to make you feel good, to make you feel happy. You got to make yourself feel happy. You. No one else. You. Okay? You got to make yourself feel happy. All right? It's crazy. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, gosh. I am a idiot. Okay. I have like 8% on my laptop right now. So I'm going to go and grab my charger real quick. Don't dox, yeah. My most fun job was a manager at Blockbuster. You got to take home 5 movies and 5 video games a week, besides the games and movies that came out the next week. Those didn't count because you need to know what movies or games to recommend to customers. God, I wish I could work at Blockbuster. I wish I could work at Blockbuster. I used to rent so many games at Blockbuster. Man, anywhere with video games, I would love to play at. Like, for example, EB Games. It's called GameStop. Now in Canada, but before it was called Electronic Boutique, EB Games. And man, I used to want to work there as a kid. Walking in there, seeing all these games like laid out. Oh, bro, you remember EB Games? Oh man, it was so cool. It was so, I wanted to work there so badly. And like, I swear, between like 2000 to 2005, it was like my dream job, or one of my dream jobs, just to be around video games. Xbox, GameCube, Dreamcast, PS2, all of them. I just wanted to be around video games. Wanted to be. Like, it was just, that was my shit. Okay. But before my battery on my laptop dies, I am going to go grab my charger. So I'll be right back, everybody, okay? I'll be right back. All right. Still got. Just bear with me. I apologize about that, guys. There was like 5% left on my laptop. Literally 5% left on my laptop. And I was like, oh, what is that red light? It was now 4%. Oh. Well, anyway, yeah. EB Games was my dream job. It was for a bit when I was a kid. I just wish that majority of the jobs that I worked were positive. I wished. Hey, what's up, Tidy Whiteys? Welcome in. I wish that majority of my workplace experiences were positive, but they are not. Okay? Not everyone is going to have the same workplace experience that I have, that I will have. And I just want everyone to know that if you are working currently at a job that you just don't like, try to find something else. Don't waste your time. Don't waste it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time working at that job that you hate and that you dread. Figure out another job that you know that you're going to love. But the fact of the matter is, it's hard for some people. It's hard for some people to move on to another job because of what? The money. You're going to be making less. You're going to be making less money. But even if you're going to be making less money, will you be happier? That's the thing. Time is short. Yeah, don't do something you don't like. Exactly. Oh, my ear. My ear is... How's it going, Cosmosis? How's it doing? How you doing, Cosmosis? Welcome in. Yeah, don't waste your time doing something that you don't like to do. All right? Do not waste your time. Because, again, time is short. Time is short. And if you waste your time going to a job that you hate, it's going to... Literally, people are not stupid. People are going to notice that you hate your job. People are going to be wondering, why the fuck are you here? Why are you at your job? Why are you here? Why are you working? Why are you coming here? Why are you clocking in? Why? Why are you doing it? I heard someone refer to the pay thing as golden handcuffs before. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay if you drink enough. I mean, some people love money so much that they're willing to sacrifice their health, their time, in order to work a job just for the money, even though they hate the job, even though they hate it. They don't like doing it. But in my opinion, don't you make less money at the end of the day? Like, why not do a job that you know that you're going to love and you're going to be making money, but it doesn't feel like you're wasting your time, right? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense that people refuse to move on just because they're not getting paid what they're getting paid at their job. Their job currently, right? And by the way, ads are about to start in 1 minute. So before you are all in ad jail, let me just give you a little bit more of my advice on this. Because from my experience, whenever you work at a job and you're getting paid a good wage and you're not liking the job, please, for goodness sakes, move on. There's a lot of people who work at my job currently that are just not happy. Man, I don't know. Like, when I first started at the job, a lot of people were complaining. Just complaining straight up. They're getting paid a good wage too, which confused me. Like, you're getting paid this amount of money per hour and you're complaining? You're getting paid well above minimum wage and you're complaining. The job is not that hard. The job is important, but once you get used to it, it's not that difficult once you get used to it. But people like to complain. Even though this job is paying for their bills, this job is literally providing them the opportunity to be able to live, supporting them. It makes no sense to me. if you probably all experience this when you go to a job, someone's complaining. You know, there's always someone fucking complaining at your workplace. Always. Oh, hey, what's up, Trent Booty? How's it going? Welcome in. There's always that one person that is so miserable that is just spewing negativity. Always. And whoever is not an agile, just listen to me. Okay? Listen to me. Listen to me very closely. All right? Who is that? No cure? I got a random bot in here. Yeah, the booty's here. But here's the thing though. I've had a person come up to me, right? I had a person, or plenty of people actually, not just one, plenty of people. Maybe when I started at this job that I'm at right now, a lot of people came up to me and were asking me, why am I happy? You know, a lot of people, you know, when I don't understand this question. I don't understand how can people walk up to another person, especially at the job, and ask them, why are you so happy? Like it's a negative thing to be happy. Like it's a negative thing to be this positive person. I don't get it. Do people think that I'm being fake? Do people think that I'm just being positive and just ignoring negativity? I'm not ignoring negativity. I'm calling out negativity. But unfortunately, whenever I call out negativity, it falls on deaf ears. You know? People don't like to be self-accountable. And that's the main thing. Self-accountability. Self-accountability in the workplace is crazy. It is crazy. Like how I deal with negativity at my job, literally, is that I look at it at face value, and whatever is negative, I know this is going to sound weird. I know this is going to sound strange to everybody here, but whatever is negative, I convert that into something positive. You know, whatever problem, negative thing, whatever it is, I'm like, okay, you know, what's the solution? Talking about the problem is negative, but what's the solution to that problem? We can bring up the problem. You know, people walk up to me and ask me, why are you so happy, Blasian? You know, why are you so happy? Why are you so positive? Why? Like people ask me, why? Which I don't get. I don't understand. I don't understand why people ask me that question. You know? Like it makes me a little angry that people don't like to see other people be positive or be happy. It's like they want to see other people be negative as like them. You know? That's not my problem. It's not my problem that you are fucking negative while you work up when you work at this job. That's not my problem. That's a you problem. If you wake up in the morning and you feel like shit, that is a you problem, not a me problem. If you feel like shit in the morning and you wake up and you go to your job and you are shitting on everybody at your job because you're not in the fucking mood, then don't even bother going to work. Why the fuck are you going to work? I don't understand. Why the fuck are you going to work? Stay away from work. Take a day off. Take a day off. Do something else. Hell, if I ever feel like that, I'm taking a day off, man. I'm calling in sick. Because the last thing I want to do is to bring my negative bullshit into the work and infect the people at work. And since I'm in a leadership position, that's even worse. You think I want to spew negativity on my team? On the people at my work? I do not want to do that. I'd rather not come in. I'd rather not. You know? If there's something happening in my life that is just, affecting me in a negative way, I'm not coming in to work. I'm sorry. I got to deal with that. If I am sick or if there's something wrong with me, I got to fix myself. Because damn it, the people who are there at work are probably having a great day and they don't deserve my negative bullshit to be spouted on them. The workplace is a neutral zone. All right? It's a neutral zone. We are not living with each other in the workplace. People from all different walks of life go to work in that workplace. Hinges, you probably have a lot of different people from all walks of life come to work for you, right? That environment that you sets the tone. If you are in a leadership position, if you are in a manager position, the attitude that you bring in, the energy that you bring in sets the tone for the rest of the fucking day. It really does. If you bring in a shitty attitude into the workplace, you think your workers are going to want to work? You think they're going to want to do anything? They'll do it because they have to do it. But deep down, subconsciously, they do not want to do it. They want to go home. They want to do the bare minimum. They don't want to go above and beyond for you because of your shitty attitude. People don't deserve to be shitted on. People don't deserve it. Again, some people do. Some people do. Some you have to. Some people get out of line. But for people like myself who are showing up to work with a smile on their face and then suddenly I get shitted on, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I'm 35 years old. I have no time for that bullshit. No time. If you don't like positivity, if you don't like it, get the fuck away from me. My circle is I'm cutting people out of my circle. Especially at work. You think I want to be around people who are negative? You think I want to be around people who keep talking shit? You think I want to be around those people? I'll work with them. I will deal with them because we have a job to do. But after that, after the job's done, I'm going on my lunch. I'm not even going to invite them to lunch. I'm not going to talk with them afterward. Because they got to deal with themselves. They got to deal with whatever the fuck they got to deal with before they come to work. Before they even start. Stop with this bullshit. Stop it. Stop. Enough. I'm trying to be as positive as I can. I'm trying to bring that. And there's people who are stopping me from doing it. And I have no choice. I have no choice but to fight against it. And people don't like it when I fight. People don't like it when I fight against negativity. People don't like it. It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. Sorry, I'm missing the chat, everybody. Happy birthday. Oh, hey, Swiss cheese. Hello. How are you? Thank you very much for the follow, Swiss cheese, and welcome to the Blasian Titan Nation. I think you're the first person who has followed me while doing a podcast. Do I know you IRL or how did you find me? How did you find me? Just wondering. No shitty attitude here. Right. Good. That you do? Good. Good. You work at Walmart? It bad? You're speaking the truth and recommended. Oh, thank you very much, Swishy. Yeah, recommended. Sweet. Hell yeah. If there's any stream that I want people to discover in the recommended, it's this one right here. Yo, what? Cuban girl? What? With the raid? Yo, thank you for the raid, Cuban girl, and welcome to the Blasian Titan Nation, baby. Woo! Okay. I've never been raided on a podcast stream before. Okay. Oh my God, Cuban girl. Whoa. Mucho gracias. Oh my God. ¿Cómo estás, Cuban girl? How was your stream? How are you doing? Everybody go follow Cuban girl. Welcome in. Well, by the way, welcome in everybody who came in on the raid. Choni. Again, thank you very much for coming in the raid last time. And thank you very much for the follow last time, Choni. And IP, yeah? I'm messing up the name. Thank you very much for coming in on the raid. Crunch Time Lurks TTV. I like that. Crunch Time. Can I call you Crunch Time? Thank you very much for coming on the raid with Cuban Girl. Much Dingy. Yo, much love. What were you streaming? Let me give you a shout out. I don't know if my shout outs work. But let me give you a shout out here, Cuban Girl. Yeah, go follow Cuban Girl. Go follow. Thank you very much for the follow, Much Digging, and welcome to the Blasian Titan Nation, baby. Woo! Welcome in. Yeah, your community is awesome. Playing some Outlast Trials. Ah, I see. Ip is awesome too. Okay. Ip, yeah. Is that a play on like words like Ip Man? Instead of Ip Man, it's Ip yeah. This is Chaos. How's it going? Wow. First time chat from the Raider. Hey, thank you very much for everybody coming in. How you doing, everyone? How you doing? This is your second account? Wow. Thank you. De nada, bonita. De nada, bonita. It's always, I'm so happy that you're actually my first ever raider or raid from it during my Blasian Titan Nation podcast. And thank you very much for the follow, IP, yeah, and Crunch Time. Thank you very much for the follows. And welcome to the Blasian Titan Nation, baby. Woo! How are y'all doing? Oh my God, Doctor Osiris. Dr. Osiris, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming in on the raid. If anybody wants to follow me on my socials, here we go. Here's my socials. And if you want to join my Discord, feel free to join my Discord. And this is a podcast stream, so all my previous podcasts are on my podcast channel. If you have Spotify, if you want to listen to it while you're running on the treadmill or doing your thing, feel free to. I always upload these streams onto my YouTube, but they are edited. They're edited down, so this whole raid thing will probably be cut out. This whole raid thing will probably be cut out because this is like a stream exclusive. So if you want to watch my full uncut podcast live stream, you can only do it on Twitch. Okay, but the VOD will only be up for 14 days. So yeah, you have a follow, but you have a 2K limit. Oh, it's all good, Doctor. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's a great channel to walk into. Yeah, I'm just so happy that people, if this is on your recommended, if you found Swiss cheese, thank you very much. Like, if there's any stream that I want people to find, it's this one right here, because I have a message that I want to get out there, right? Okay, what do you normally talk about, may I ask? I usually do a lot of by the way, before I talk about myself, anybody who got to do some post-stream stuff, like go sleep, go have sex, go eat, go just do your thing. Don't do your self-care, okay? Go shower, whatever self-care you got to do, please go do that. Cuban girl, I know you've been streaming, so please do your self-care. Okay? Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right? But I usually stream single player games. I love single player games. I don't stream multiplayer games. I don't do multiplayer. I'm sorry, but fuck multiplayer. I'm not a multiplayer streamer. If I'm ever gonna do multiplayer, it'll probably be like PvE games. Like if I was gonna run a game like Call of Duty Zombies, that's it. I also do ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. If anybody's interested in that, I do it every 2 weeks. So if you like ASMR, if you like the tingles, if you like to be tingled, then pop into my ASMR streams if you want to. I know for a fact a lot of people don't like the ASMR, but again, it's not for everybody. All right. I also have right now my podcasts. This is episode 5 of my Blasian Titan Nation podcast stream, and I do this every Monday just to talk about one of 5 things. So I'm either talking about sex, life, positivity, gaming, or food. So one of those 5 things. Next week, I'll be talking about gaming. And then during that gaming podcast, I'm going to put up a poll for what you would like for me to speak on next. Okay? Sounds good. Subbed on YT. Oh, thank you very much for subbing on my YT. Thank you. I appreciate that, Dr. Osiris. Very good. It's important message. I've seen many people get dragged down by others at work. Yeah, Swiss. In my opinion, and getting back into it. Let me get back into it. I appreciate, again, Cuban girl for the raid. I appreciate you. Mucho gracias. Go do your thing, bonita. Go do your thing. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. Thank you. When it comes down to it, positivity in the workplace is key because we are all human. At the end of the day, we are all human. All right? We are all human beings. We all have to work with each other. No one's a robot. No one can be programmed a certain way. We are not replaced by AI yet. All right? So until that time, we got to work with each other. And all of us are complicated human beings. All of us have emotions. And we don't know what's going on up in here. And I don't know how many people I've worked with who had depression, have anxiety, they have bipolar. They are just, whenever they go to work, they just don't want to be there. We've all had that coworker that said, fuck this job. I fucking hate it. Fuck this shit. I don't like to be here. I don't want to be here. Why the fuck are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand why the fuck you are going to a job and you are spewing negativity to other people in that job. Like, what the fuck? Oh, hey, what's up, Xiao baby? What's up, Jane? Hello. Thank you for coming in. I just recently started to follow channels. Oh, sweet. Thank you very much, Swiss. Thank you. I appreciate. And again, everybody, just listen. All right, sit back and listen. If you got to lurk, go lurk. If you got to grab a snack, just turn me up a bit and just listen to what I have to say here. Because there's a big point that I want to say is, and I wrote this down, and I want to get this across. You be lurking. This is Chaos. Thank you very much for the lurk. And thank you very much. This is Chaos for the follow, and welcome to the Blasian Titan Nation, baby. Woo! Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Tired from working at your job. Hey, you know what, Zhao baby? It is what it is. We're all tired. We're all tired of working a job. But if it's something that you don't want to do, don't waste your time. Figure out what you want to do and move on from that job, despite how much you're getting paid. In my opinion, if you are getting paid a good wage at your job, you either have to deal with it or you have to find something else that you love and move on. I want to be a sugar baby. Whoa, hey yo. I gotta go. I gotta shower, but I'll be listening. But I just want you to know, I'll be nude listening to you. Thank you very much, Hinges. You know, it's good to know somebody's washing their balls while listening to my voice. But here, okay, everybody listen, because I wrote this down. All right, I wrote this down. Okay, leave your personal issues out of the workplace. All right, don't bring that negativity in there. It's worse the higher the position is. Taking it out on somebody because you're in a bad mood is wrong. Do your workers or the other people around you deserve it? 9 times out of 10, it's a no. All right? And I've been saying that throughout the entire stream. Negative moods don't belong in the workplace because it's not your personal space. It's not your house. It's a fucking workplace environment where everyone from all walks of life go to do a job. All right? Let me read that again. All right? Your negativity doesn't belong in the workplace because it's not your personal space. All right? It's not your house. It's a workplace environment where everyone from all walks of life go to do a job. All right? Again, people from everywhere, doesn't matter where, from all different countries, backgrounds, go to that one job. Depending on what your job is, there might be a lot of just white people, a lot of just black people, but the job that I go to, that I'm at right now, it's diverse. All right? It's very diverse. And do I accept a lot of their negative bullshit when they enter the job? No. The first thing I do whenever I'm training someone, the first thing I say to them is that you leave your fucking ego at the door. You leave that negativity, your personal issues at the door, because in this environment, in this place, it does not belong. All right? It does not belong here. It does not belong in the workplace environment. Why? Because we have a job to do at the end of the day. We got to work together. If you don't like something that's happened to you outside of work and you're feeling depressed and you're feeling low and you don't want to do your job because of it, then don't even bother showing the fuck up. My biggest problem is people who have their negative bullshit. Maybe they got into a fight. Maybe they made a mistake. Now this is all outside of work. Maybe they made a mistake outside of work. They got called out for it. Now they show up to work all upset and pissed off because they got called out on something. Now they're taking it out on other people, which is total bullshit. They don't want to do the job. They want to do the bare minimum, which is crazy to me. It is crazy. Don't even bother showing up. Take a sick day. Like I said before, you got to take care of yourself. What do you think makes money? What do you think makes money? Your whole body. Physically, mentally, take care of yourself. Fuck the money. The money's not going to be there when you die. Let me just remind you. We need it to live, but it's not going to be there when we die. All that money that we earn in our life is not going to be there. What, we're going to be buried with that money? Someone's going to dig up your grave and take that money, whether you like it or not. Because it's there to spend. Man, I'm going to quote The Wire. And anybody here know The Wire? There's this great character. I think his name is Omar. Yeah. This character name is Omar, right? He goes into I forget where he goes to. He goes into like this place where this gambling thing, people are gambling or something. They're like betting something. I don't know. He robs like he robs gangsters pretty much. He robs all these gangsters, right? He shows up, 2 guns out, and one of the guys is saying, hey man, that's my money. And you know what Omar says? Money got no owners, only spenders. That is a bar, which is true. Which is true. You know, we have to earn money to spend it. We earn money to save it. But at the end of the day, what are we saving for? To eventually spend that money. And right? So money, again, we need it to survive in this modern world. But take all that money away, you know, and at the end of the day, if we're in a post-apocalyptic setting, you think that money's going to help us? It's not. It's not. We just need it now because we need to buy things, and we live in this consumer world, you know, where money is, it shows people how powerful we are, what status we're in. If you're making this amount of money, you get this amount of respect, blah, 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 blah. And just because you're making that amount of money doesn't mean your attitude is in the right place. Let me just remind you, you know, majority of the people I've met in my past that were making money, that came from money, they have the most shittiest fucking attitudes, and I've worked with them. I fucking work with them, and they are just terrible. They are bad. Like, what the fuck, man? You all know these people. You've all worked with these people. I'm pretty sure each and every one of you, whoever's listening, has worked with one of these people in your past. Their attitudes are shit. You have no choice but to work with them or for them. To put a smile on your face. You know, just for that paycheck. Because you need it, right? But at the end of the day, you got to move on. You got to get the fuck out of there. Go. Get out. Because that job does not deserve your time or your attention. All right. Anyway, I love the emails in the chat, everybody. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't miss anything in the chat. Oh, I can make money chilling on the beach, making money, please. Who doesn't want to be chilling on the beach, making money? It's whatever makes you happy. Some people also don't like when you experience success at jobs too, and also happen to be in a position of power. Exactly. They don't like it when you move up. People get jealous. And again, you can't stop people from being jealous. You can't. Especially at your job. If you started at the same position, right, at the same time, you both have seniority, and you get chosen over the person that you started with, and they're like blaming you for he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Like, they better have a good reason why you don't deserve it, right? Because again, there's always two sides to every story. There's always someone getting shafted. Always. There's always someone getting put down. Always. Right? Again, self-accountability. That's what it comes down to. They're saying that why I didn't get the position, why I didn't get to move up, why? Maybe it's because they're an asshole. Maybe there's something wrong with them. Maybe their boss realizes that they are an asshole, but they're good at their job, so I'm going to keep them at that place. I'm going to keep them there. I'm going to keep them at that level so that they'll continue to do the job. And I'm going to promote this person. Because not only they can do the job, but they have a better attitude than this person. Maybe it's favoritism. Maybe they like that person better than this person. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. If I was like, for example, I'll use me for example. There are so many people at my workplace that I worked harder than these people. I worked. I got paid less. I got paid less than these people. Less. And I was working 10 times as hard, 5 times as hard. I was running the show. I was being so positive. they took advantage of my niceness. They took advantage of my positivity. 100%. 100%. When I left that position, it took three people to do the job that I was doing before I left. It took three people. No, it took three people to do the job that I was doing after I left. Sorry. After I left that job, it took three people to do the job that I was doing before. 3. I was doing that one job. I was doing that job myself. You know, I was doing jobs that I wasn't even supposed to be doing. That wasn't even in my pay scale. And they took advantage of that. Took advantage of that. And it's sad, really. But I'm at a position where I'm at like a leadership position where I'm able to change that. I'm able to create an environment of positivity, of love. And if anybody decides to be negative, I can step on that and be like, hey, you know, if you continue along this path, I have no choice but to, you know, get rid of you because you are not creating a good environment for the people. You know, this is a team effort. My job requires teamwork. If you are not able to work as a fucking team, then why are you here? Why are you here? You're obviously here because you saw the money that you're getting paid. That's it. There's no free rides. I'm a fair leader. I'm a fair guy. You know, I'm not going to punish people for no reason. Like I said before, if I'm going through something bad, you think I'm going, and I have to go to work, you think I'm going to spew that on other people? If I'm in a bad mood, right, which rarely happens, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not going to project that on anybody at my work. I'm not. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to continue to spread love and positivity because when I see those people, when I see my coworkers, I'm happy. I'm happy that they're happy, that they are, you know, I don't like to hear when they're going through shit. You know, how can I help you? How can I help? How can I bring positivity into your life? I want people, whenever they come to the workplace that I work at, I want them to be happy. I want them to enjoy the work. I don't want them to be stressed. I don't. And again, I'm the type of guy that would be there for you. You know, I'm the type of guy, if I see that you are putting in an effort, I will be there for you. I will help you. But you got to put in the effort. You have to have the attitude. You can have, you know, what Eric Thomas said, average skill, phenomenal will. You can have average skill at something. We can work on that. We can work on the skill. We can practice. But if you don't got the will, if you don't got the attitude, if you don't got it, I can't do anything. If you can't take initiative to learn, then there's no point. There's no point of training. There's no point. There's no point of me teaching you. There's no point of it. If you have a shitty attitude, goodbye. Goodbye. Get out of here. This is not the job for you. Okay? This ain't the job for you. How do I deal with negativity in the workplace? I use it. I see whatever the negativity is, and I convert it into positivity. And negativity could be a problem that we can talk about. We can talk about the problem all day. We can be negative and talk about the problem all day. Talk shit about the problem all day. All day, all night, whatever. But that problem is going to be there. That's negative. The positive is the solution. That's the positive. That's what we need to work on. You know? Negative, positive. I'd rather work on the positive. I'd rather find a solution. We don't have to focus on the negative because the negative just happened. How many people at your workplace made a mistake and don't admit to their mistake because they're afraid of how other people will view them? It happens all the fucking time. All the time. If you made a mistake, own up to it. You think You think it's positive to keep that mistake in because you care about how the people view you? Fuck that. Admit to it. Admit to your mistake. Nobody's perfect. I don't care. If you make a mistake, it's fine. You tell me, it's fine. Okay, how do we fix it? Especially in the workplace. How do we fix the mistake? You take self-accountability, but how do we fix it? How do we prevent it from happening again? Those are solutions. Talking creates negativity. Solutions create positivity. We can talk about how to create a solution. That's the thing. But to keep talking shit about the problem, keep complaining about the problem, when someone is complaining at the workplace, just call them out on it. Call them out. Call them out on, or like listen to what they're complaining about and let it sink in and be like, huh, you're complaining about that? Well, let me tell you, motherfucker, that's so negative right now. You shouldn't be complaining about that. You shouldn't even think about that at all. All right? And a lot of the time people complain about, man, I fucking hate this shit. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Fuck this shit. Man, just leave. And those people are going to work every day. They go back to work every day. Because why? Because they need the money. They need the money to live. They need the money to pay the rent. They need the money to eat. To pay bills. That's why they keep going back to the job, even though they don't like it. They're killing themselves mentally, physically. Move the fuck on. Find something else. Move on. The job doesn't owe you anything. You're there for the job. The job is not there for you. Anyway. Sorry, let me see what's going on in the chat here. I know y'all going crazy in the chat. Sorry, Blasian, we derailed the chat pretty hard. Yeah, I noticed. I don't know what y'all talking about. You talking about metal detector, throw it back Pikachu, throw it back. Oh, the twerking Pikachu. Okay. Arctic says, I hate when that happens, working harder and getting paid less. Yeah. Zhao Baby says, then why didn't you do what's in your job description? I don't do nothing extra. Whatever's in my job description is whatever I do. Ah, yeah. Crap, me and you both did that, doing jobs out of our pay scales. Yeah. So you're in the same boat, Arctic. You push cards as a college student. Hey, whatever it is. Young Barney, ¿cómo está? Hey, why are you so angry? I'm not angry. I'm but it. I'm calm. I am calm. Thank you very much, young Barney. Oh, Pando. Yeah, Pando's stress builds character. Oh, really? Teach you senpai? Okay. Arctic says, it happens a lot for sure. No one wants to own up to their mistakes. To them, they want to think they are better than everyone. So they can't make mistakes when they can just blame someone else. Yes, there's a lot of that in the workplace. A lot of that, Arctic. There's so much of, it's not my fault, it's their fault. Because, the blame is shifted on them. There's so much of that. There's not a lot of self-accountability. People want to mask their mistakes instead of owning up to them. And that says a lot about that person. And trust me, when karma gets that person, it gets them. Whenever I make a mistake, at least I own up to it. As much as it's going to hurt, as much as it's going to be painful. If I made that mistake, I made it, I got to own up to it, and that's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. You apologize, don't do it again. Never make the same mistake twice. Always learn from your mistakes. Always learn from your failures. You know, you are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. You can work towards perfection all you like to, but you will never reach perfection. Ever. You can think that you can, you may think that you can, but you'll never reach perfection. Never. Hinges says, I also say never come to me with a problem without a solution. It's okay to tell me about a problem you had, but I want to know what your solution was. Exactly. There you go. That's a boss thing to say. I complain all the time because it's hot as fuck. Is there no AC in there? Hey, what's up, Poison? How's it going? He's passionate. Yeah, I'm passionate. I'm so passionate. Let's see. Oh, everybody. Hola. ¿Cómo estás, Poison? ¿Cómo estás? You probably have something to say about this too, Poison, because positivity in the workplace is, yeah, you need to be positive. If you wake up in a bad mood, because we all wake up in a bad mood. If you wake up not in the mood to go to work and you want to lay in bed, you know, then don't bring that. Just stay in bed. What? Don't bring that negative attitude to work. You know, people always go to work in the morning. It's hard to get them going. Some of them get them going. But again, just because whatever your morning routine is, whatever your routine is, you know, you got to get into that routine and you got to stop affecting the people around you with your negativity. That's the thing. Because I don't know how many times I wake up in the morning, I had to go to work at 6 a.m. and I'm like, oh, I just want to stay in bed. You know, I just want to stay in bed. But you have no choice but to get up and go to work. So you force yourself up. You know, do a morning routine. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do in order to go to work in the morning. Like, why are you waking up and being like, oh, I don't feel like going to work. And you go to work all in a groggy mood, didn't have your coffee, didn't have nothing to eat, didn't take care of yourself. Go to work all fucking just, and anybody who talks to you, you give them cold shoulder. You know, you don't even let people know, hey, you know, I'm sorry, good morning. You know, when people say good morning to you, that's the first thing they say. They say, how are you? Good morning. Well, the first thing they say to you is good morning, right? Or good afternoon, right? How you doing? You know, what's up? That's the first thing they say. Good morning. Okay, we'll see. We'll use it as an example. Good morning. And then you're in a bad mood, right? And you're like, oh, and you just ignore it. You say, oh, morning. And the person says, how are you today? You're like, I'm good. But you're not really good. You're just waking up. And you're giving people cold shoulder, right? I always say, be real. Next time when someone asks you how you doing in the morning, be honest, be upfront. Man, I woke up in the morning. I didn't feel like coming to work, you know, but I'm here anyway. You know, I'm going to power through it, yada, yada, yada. And the person will be like backing you. Every time someone says that to me at work, I give them mad respect. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Man, I'm here to help you. Let's power through it together. You know, don't fake your feelings. Be upfront about them. And take the initiative to fight whatever negative feelings that you have. You got to take all those negative emotions, all those negative feelings, and convert them into positivity. Like, you got to convert that. No one else is going to do it for you. Nobody knows what's going on up here in your brain. Nobody knows. Nobody can read your fucking mind. Who can read your fucking mind? Nobody. Nobody can do it. No one can. All right? You got to do it. You got to fix yourself. You got to wake up in the morning, do whatever you got to do in order to be positive when you go to work. You have to. Because your negativity doesn't belong in that workplace. It doesn't. Who's going to accept you? Who's going to want to be with you? Who's going to want to be around you? If you keep complaining, keep bringing the energy down. You know? Every time someone complains to me whenever I go to work and I say, hi, what's up? Good morning. Every single time someone does that, it's like, what can I do? What can I do? Not everybody's built the same way. Not everybody's built like me. Not everybody is positive as me. You know? And everybody needs to work on themselves. My God. Look yourself in the fucking mirror and say, hey, these are the things that are wrong with me. This is what's wrong with me. This is what's wrong with me. This is like literally all my flaws. I gotta fix them. I gotta fix my flaws. Because nobody else is going to do that. Nobody at work. It's not people at work responsibility to fix you. It's not their responsibility to make you happy. They're doing the job same as you. Do they deserve your negative bullshit spouted on them? No, of course not. They don't deserve it at all. So don't bring that into the work environment. And again, like I said before, if you don't like the work environment, then find another job before quitting. Use the job that you are working at right now to support you. If the workplace is harming your health, leave immediately. Your time cannot be wasted. I said that through the whole stream. And the last thing I said, this is gonna, everyone wants to make money on Twitch, but that's not a reality because you're literally relying on the people who are watching you. Let me say that again. Everybody wants to make money on Twitch, but that's not a reality because people you're literally relying on, who are watching, like people, you're literally relying on people to support you. That's the thing. On Twitch, everybody has this idea that I'm going to make millions of dollars. I'm going to make thousands. I'm going to make money. I'm going to make money on Twitch. I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to make money on Twitch. That's not a reality. That's not. I've seen it a lot of times. Bro, I've been talking to people at my work and this one guy, he was like, man, if I get a big following, I'm going to quit my job and I'm gonna make money on Twitch. I'm like, the money that you're making at your job right now, to make that money on Twitch, you have to be like a ninja. You got to be a ninja. You got to be an XQC. You got to be a Kai Senat. You got to be one of those top dogs in order to make that money. And that takes time. That takes work. It's not going to happen overnight. You got to be lucky. You got to have a good community. There's going to be some drama surrounding you. Like, to be successful on this platform is subjective. It truly is. It truly is. Oh. There's a few streamers I follow who do that. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy to me that they just quit their job and they just do this. Like, that's not, don't rely on people who are watching to financially support you. Don't rely. And when you don't hit your numbers, when you don't hit your financial numbers, like your sub goals or your biddy goals or your money goals or whatever, you fall into depression. Oh, I can't do this anymore because I'm not hitting my money goals. It's like, the fuck? Just get a job. Get a job. Like, in my opinion, Twitch should be fun. Twitch should be fun. Twitch should not be a place where you earn millions and thousands of dollars. Like, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where you provide a service to people, you provide entertainment, whatever the case may be, and it's up to the people to support. If they want to throw down a sub, if they want to throw down biddies, it's up to them. Totally up to them. But do not force, do not manipulate, don't do any of that weird shit that I always see on streams. I always see that. Like, people are just manipulating people to give them money. It's crazy to me. And that to me is negative. But to quit your job, to go onto Twitch and to do this full time. I mean, you're taking a big risk. You are taking a big risk. A big risk. Big. All right? And what am I missing in the chat? Oh, sorry. What am I missing in the chat? What is this, Mrs. Puff? What is this? What? Uh-huh. Hold on. What is... My workplace is extremely positive. My supervisors never gave up on me, and they believe in me. That's what keeps me there. Ah, nice, Poison. Nice. I also enjoy helping folks and keeping their data safe. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't grow up in a household where people said good morning. Really? You need coffee? Get your coffee shell, baby. That must be up north. Power through with me, Blasian. Oh, of course. I got you, Hinges. I got you. I would love to work with you, Hinges. We get through waking up at ass o'clock together. Speaking of which, Arctic, I got to get up at ass o'clock tomorrow. I got to get up at like 3 a.m., 3:30. I spend my time getting ready for work watching degenerate anime. Always puts me in a good mood. Ah, okay. Xiao Baby says, in my mind, a repeat of the Krusty Krab pizza song is on infinite loop. What the heck? I'm not a big SpongeBob fan, so all these SpongeBob comments that you're making, I think it's addressing the Squidwards of the world. Oh, maybe. Squidward is a bad guy or something. He's a boss in the character or in SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm not a SpongeBob SquarePants guy. I'm like Mrs. Puff, but without the criminal record and my own business. I mean, does Squidward still work at Krusty Krab? Miss Puff is a thug. We can dream. We can dream, can't we? Don't shit on my dreams. Come to think of it, Squidward barely eats food. What? Arctic says, I know a lot of people who are only in streaming for the money and they quit in like 3 months. Ah, yes. That is a fact. I've seen people, past streamers that I followed, literally, they literally went homeless. They went homeless. They thought that they could make money off this Twitch thing, and it didn't work out, and they're living in their car. Like, it blows my mind. They quit their job to pursue YouTube and Twitch, and if they're not hitting their numbers, they're not making the money to make rent. They're relying on literally people to, provide for them. And you should never rely on people on the internet to provide for you. You should never. Always have a safety net. Always have another job. Even if you have to work part-time and then do streaming full-time, hey, if you can make it work, why not? But still always have a job. Always have some outside work. Like you gotta have like millions of followers, thousands of followers. You gotta have a good, solid, supportive community that is willing to be like, hey, let me put money every single month out of my own paycheck, out of my own time, paycheck, whatever, and let me support this person because I believe in this person. All right, that's the main thing. That's the thing, and I'm very happy that I have everybody here just watching me. I just fuck the money. If anybody, Arctic can can back me up on this, because before I didn't give a fuck. I was like, gift subbing literally everyone. Anybody who came into the chat, they would gift. No one would pay for a sub on my channel. And then I realized, fuck, I got a mortgage I gotta pay. It's like, fuck, I got a mortgage I gotta pay. I got bills I gotta pay. Is this really a positive thing for me to do? It's like, nah. I mean, it's cool. I don't mind doing it once in a while. But to do it all the time with every single person that came in until I hit credit card jail, because there's a certain limit that I could gift sub on my channel. I can't do unlimited gift subs. I can't. If I get a sub here and there, there's a little treat from them to me. Impromptu. Mm-hmm. Proof or ban? OF maybe? I'm not banning. Why would I ban you, Poison? I'm playing. Don't hit me, Poison. Oh, wow. I don't know where this conversation is going. What is this conversation you are having in the chat right now? I see them get visibly more angry as time goes on too. Would you live in an RV? Yeah, you know what? I would. Or like one of those van lifes, like, you know, converting a Sprinter, ProMaster, Ford Transit. I would do it. It looks fun. Oh, thank you for biddies, Shao Baby. Thank you. I reopened that was so big in it. It had upstairs bedroom and ceiling fans in the kitchen. Oh, you repoed one. Yo. There's a lot of people who are living in vans, especially down by the river. Okay. But you know what I'm saying. Let me just end off by saying that before the ads start, let me just end off by saying that you know, being positive in the workplace is important. You know, being bringing that positive attitude in the workplace is very important. I hope each and every one of you, you know, bring some positivity. Like, we all go through negative shit, but hopefully some of you bring positivity into the workplace. You know, and yeah, throughout my rants and all that, hopefully you all know my perspective. You all know what I do, what I like to do in my workplace as well. Like, I'm in a lead position. I won't reveal what I do. I'm not ready to reveal that yet, but I'm just letting you know that I'm in a lead position and that I'm able to train people and create an environment of positivity. All right. So that being said, let's raid out, everybody. Before ads start, I'm going to raid out to somebody real quick because I don't want the ads to start and y'all just here awkwardly waiting. Let's see who is live and who I can raid out to. All right. Let's see. Who have I not raided out to? Let's see. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in, hopping in. And you know what? Let's go over. You know what? Let's go over to SB. I haven't gone over to SB in a while. Let's go over to SB, everybody, before ads start. All right, let's go. I got 5 minutes before ad starts. Let's go over to SB and say hi to him. He's a fun streamer. He's a partner streamer. I always like to hang out in his chat. His chats are so much fun. He's playing Metal Gear Solid 5. Let's go say hi to him. All right. Let's go say hi to SB. Thank you very much, everybody, again, for being here. I'll be back here on Friday with more Ghost of Sushi. I'll be playing that offline. I'm going to do a very short IRL stream on Saturday. So since I'm doing an IRL stream on Saturday, I'm probably not going to make ASMR for that Saturday night. So Zhao Baby, if you're listening, I'm going to do ASMR the next night. I'm going to do ASMR on the Sunday night into Monday morning. Okay, that's when I will do the ASMR. Okay, I'm going to snooze the ads right here so that we can go. All right. Let me put in the raid commands. Raid 1 if you are not subscribed, and raid 2 if you are. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Let me copy and paste that in the chat. I appreciate you all listening to this podcast. I'm going to be chopping this up. I'll be editing it, and I'll be uploading it to YouTube and Spotify. Okay? Take care, everybody. Always spread that love and positivity. Thank you very much for listening to episode 5 of the Blasian Titan Nation podcast. Take care.